everyone, hello Memlin. My name is Adhwaa Aurelia Syifa. Today, I would like to explain you about the material at 12th grade conditional sentence. Okay, so let's start. What is the conditional sentence? Conditional sentence is a type of complex sentence. They have two parts. First, a conditions, often introduced by if or unless, and the result. The condition sets up a situations, and the result tells us what will happen if that situation occurs. Okay, so there are four types of conditional sentence. First, there are type 0. Type 0 used to express general truth and facts. Okay, so the formula for the condition, we use if plus simple presence, and for the result, we use simple presence. Okay, for the example, if you heat ice, it melts. Okay, so the sentence is general truth and facts. It happens in daily life. Okay, if you heat ice is the conditions. If plus you heat ice is simple presence, and the result, it melts. Use simple presence. Okay, the second is type 1. Type 1 used to talk about real and possible situations in the future. The formula is for the conditions if plus simple presence, and for the result we use will plus infinitive. Okay, for the example, if you study hard, you will pass the exam. The sentence means the possible situations in the future. If you study hard, you put effort to study hard, and the result, you will pass the exam. Okay, the situations is if you study hard, if plus you study hard, simple presence, and the result, you will pass the exams. Subject plus will plus infinitive. Okay, next, there are type 2. It used to talk about unreal or improbable situations in the present or future. Okay, the formula is for the conditions if plus simple presence, and for the result, we use would plus infinitive. For the example, if I were rich, I would buy a Porsche car. Okay, so the sentence is unreal situations that will never happen in our life. Okay, the situation is if I were rich. If plus I were rich is using simple past, and the result, I would buy a Porsche car. Would plus infinitive. Okay, and the last one is type 3. Is used to talk about unreal situations in the past. So, what's the difference between type 2 and type 3? Type 2, the conditions and the result never happen. It's unreal. But type 3, the condition and the result happens, but not like in the sentence. It's more like regret. Okay, we move to formula and the example first. The formula is if plus, okay, for the condition, if plus past perfects, and for the result, would have plus past participle. Like the example, if we had left earlier, we would have caught the train. Okay, so the sentence means that if we had left earlier, we would have caught the train. But the real situation is we left lately and we didn't catch the train. Okay, so this is the material. So we move to practice. Okay, so we practice. There are several questions that we must answer. So the first question is, what would you do if it blah 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 on your wedding day. Okay, so there are the answer, there are rain, will rain, and would rain. Okay, so before we answer, we must analyze the structure first. Okay, what would you do? Would you do is would plus infinitive. Okay, so would plus infinitive is used in the result in type 2. So for the conditions, we use simple past. So the correct answer is rained. Okay, the second, if she comes, I blah 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 call you. Okay, she comes is simple present. So it must be type 0 or type 1. But the sentence means the possible situations in the future. So the result use will plus infinitive. So the correct answer is will. This is type 1. Okay, we move to next questions. If I eat peanut butter, I blah 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 sick. Eat peanut butter is simple present. Okay. Simple present is used for the conditions in type 1 or type 0, but in this sentence is general truth and facts. Why? Because we assume that I is allergic to peanut butter, so I get sick. It's not a possible it's not just possible situations, but it must be happen. So this sentence is type 0. So the correct answer is get. Okay. We move to next one. If they had not blah 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 the car, I would have driven you. Okay, I would have driven you is would have plus past participle. Would have plus past participle is used for the result in type 3. So the conditions if plus past perfect. So the correct answer if is taken. Past perfect. Okay, so we have done answer several questions. I hope it will bring benefits to you. I apologize if my explanation is not clear, and thank you and goodbye.